Hi and welcome to photography gear from my shed. That's because that's where I am in my shed. Now today I'd like to do a comparison between the Nisi V5 Pro filter holder and the Kase K6 filter holder. Both filter holders incorporate a circular polarizing filter, which can be turned independently, once it's in the actual holder itself. Now I've taken the liberty of putting the rings onto the actual lenses themselves, so I'm pretty certain that you know how to do that. And I'll now demonstrate how easy or difficult it is to actually put the circular polarizer in. I'll start with the Nisi V5. This is a circular polarizer. What you actually do is you have to lay it on, and it's got a knurled edge all the way around the end, and you hold the part that turns it and spin it on until it's tight. Once it's on, it will turn independently by turning one of these thumb wheels. Now the K6, what Kase have actually done is they've created some grooves in the side of the filter of the circular polarizer, which makes it a lot easier to grip. So that then again goes onto the holder, and you literally just turn it to fasten it on. As you can possibly see, that's a much longer throw on the actual thread. Now to attach the filter holder, again I'll start with the Nisi. You've got your standard sort of pull mechanism, which releases that little bit of a cam which holds it all in place, and you have two little notches here which locate in the actual holder itself, and then you just clip it on, and that's it. That's the filter holder in place. If you then want to turn the circular polarizer, you've got two thumb turns, two very small thumb turns to do that. Works very well. Yeah, it does what it says on the tin. With the Kase one, you have a large knurled release locking mechanism, and as you can see, that moves across. So you've got one large knurled ring for turning the circular polarizer. So we'll attach this one, and that's attached. Now I like the Kase design better, simply because you can lock it in place. Once that's locked, it won't move. I'm putting pressure on that and it's moving. It's actually releasing the filter there. The reason I like that is that you can keep it all together. So literally you can undo the filter holder completely, and then obviously reattach it, which you're unable to do with the Nisi filter holder. The other thing with regards to the Kase filter is it comes with this rubber seal, this gasket, which supposedly cuts out light, and to a certain extent it does. The only problem being that once you put a filter in there, there is still a gap between that gasket and the filter, so light can get in, but it's neither here nor there. It's not really worth speaking about. Cost wise, the Kase filter holder with the circular polarizer costs about £110. The Nisi filter holder, which comes in the case, which is very handy, costs about £130. Horses for courses. It's one of those. It's personal preference. Now, like I say, I prefer the Kase one. The filter holder, or the case for the Nisi filter holder, is great. I mean, you can take your holder off, put it in the case, take all your rings out, put it in the case, and then release this and put that in the case. So everything's enclosed, everything's in one place. The only problem with that is when you introduce a filter. Now I've actually just purchased this this filter. It's the Kase 0.09 graduated filter. Now that obviously fits into the holder brilliantly. Very nice filter as well, by the way. But so let me double check which one I've got one in. It stands proud of the case. I don't know if you can see that. So that when you actually go to shut the case, it won't shut. It's got two little magnetic catches here, and it won't shut, it won't lock. So that's how the case ends up looking. Which to me is a bit of a missed opportunity from Nisi. If they'd have produced a case that fit the filters and the holder, great, you know, that's the best of both worlds. But they didn't. That literally just fits the filter holder. Now, the thing I don't like about the Kase filter holder is the fact that you don't get any sort of case to protect the circular polarizer. It comes in a little plastic bag and that's it. So once you've finished using it, then it's kind of exposed. You've nowhere to actually store it and keep it safe. So I think that, again, that's a missed opportunity from Kase. But as far as filter holders go, they both work really well. You get assorted rings with both of them. So obviously you can attach it to different lenses. And you know, it works, you know, it just works. Now I'll just install this filter into this holder. They both use the same system as well, whereby the pressure is from the side, so it's not pushing down on the clips. So that's with the filter in, and you probably can't see it, but there is still a gap there, and that's regardless of having that that gasket there. So that's a little bit of a shame, but I mean it's okay. I can live with that. Right. So that's the Kase filter holder and the Nisi filter holder. Now I'm actually going to be selling the Nisi one. I'm going to start using the Kase one and see how I get on with it. I do like the filter. The filter's colour neutral as far as I can tell, and you know, I've used it a couple of times now and I've been pleased with it. With regards to comparing these to the Lee filter holder, the Lee filter holder definitely feels better quality. It's chunkier, it feels better, plus I can use my 4mm filters in the Lee filter holder, which I can't use in these. But both great filter holders. If you want to get into filters, I'd recommend both of them. My personal preference is the Kase, simply because I can unscrew the complete thing and store it like that. So I hope you've enjoyed this this series of photographic gear from my shed. Speak soon. Bye.